is up, guys? CarVisionLA here. I hope y'all are having a fantastic day. Today I'm joined with my good friend Theo from @MassiveParkingFail and @I'llDrawYourSob on Instagram. Definitely go check him out. He does custom drawings of all types of sobs, so if you have a sob and want a custom drawing, hit him up. Anyway, what are we talking about today, Theo?
Today we are going over the most ugly, wretched, vomit-inducing cars that you can buy today, and we'll be ranking them from least offensive to most disgusting in hopes that you will steer clear from buying them.
Without further ado, let's get right into it. Here are the ugliest cars you can buy today. What's number one?
I forgot. Oh, yes, I remember. It is the base model 2019 Toyota CHR. For 2018, as the CHR came out, you could get it in one trim only, the XLE, which has these really nice 17 or 18 inch dual color alloy wheels. But starting in 2019, Toyota made a cheaper version, which has these hideous plastic hubcaps, and the CHR goes really well, I think, in my opinion, with the bigger wheels, but with the hubcaps, it is so revolting that I just think it deserves to be on this list.
Definitely. I think in today's modern age, we have so many budget cars on the market. I mean, look, we're driving a Volkswagen GTI, but the Volkswagen Golf starts at, about mid-teens. That doesn't even come with hubcaps.
Toyota did a great job with the 18 CHR, and they just cost cutting, or I don't know. I'm not going to try to explain it. I just know that it's ugly. So if you're looking at a CHR, buy a top trim one. Not a base ugly. Ugh.
You know what I hate about the CHR? I don't like the plastic cladding at the side.
The side plastic cladding is, I'm more acceptive. I accept more, plastic cladding on the side of cars rather than on the wheel arches. Okay?
Yeah,
when people put plastic cladding, or when manufacturers put plastic cladding on the wheel arches of cars, like on the Prius C or on any crossover SUV, they're like, oh, this one's off-roading. I can't even describe how offended and disgusted I am by that. All right, number 2 on this list is it's a turtle. It would cost you $71,000 plus tax for the base model, and they shoot pretty much out the roof from there in regards to prices.
And that car is, drumroll please,
it's the 2019 Mercedes-Benz GLE Sport Activity Coupe SUV Coupe Hatchback Coupe.
Just don't even get me started with this car. The moment I saw this car come out, I was horrified. I was disgusted.
The stance of that car is way off. The back looks like a turtle. The rear tires are the widest tires I've ever seen on a car. They're like 500 millimeters wide, and they make the car look so back heavy that it's gonna do a wheelie almost. That car is offensive, it's disgusting, it's overpriced, it's what else would you say?
You're paying more for a less practical SUV. Just think about that. And you're not even paying, it's not even a small price, not even what a Honda Pilot costs. Mercedes markets itself as the best or nothing. We would rather have nothing. It's a cluster of 5 different designs.
They're taking some cues from an SUV with the whole lifted up thing. They're taking some cues from a sedan with the 4-door sloped roof thing. They're taking some cues from the coupes, from the wagons,
it's literally Mercedes took all of their cars and smashed them together.
They were expecting to take the best styling cues from all their cars and be like, now look, we've made an angel car. But what they have made is a turtle with wings strapped onto it.
Mercedes has made some of the most beautiful cars ever. They made the
Gullwing,
the Gullwing, yeah, the 300 SL Gullwing. The new C-Class, I really like the new C-Class. The AMG GTS is a beautiful car. The GTR. Even
things like the new G-Class, they look super crisp, very handsome.
And while they're selling these gorgeous cars that can justify the very expensive price tag, then they're selling things like the GLE Coupe,
which is frankly unacceptable. Number 3 on our list is the Nissan Kicks. It is another small compact SUV from Nissan this time rather than Toyota with the CHR. And to be frank, the front looks pretty Nissan-y.
It doesn't look bad. It's bland.
The front is bland. The sides are bland.
I mean, aside from the plastic cladding, which why do you need that? You're not going to go off-roading in your front-wheel drive hatchback.
The back of the Nissan Kicks is where everything falls apart.
It looks like it was smashed with a semi-truck, and then Nissan was
like the prototype was smashed, and then Nissan's like, hey, nice design element, let's just keep it, and then they just left it. The rear glass is like at such a strange angle compared to the rest of the deck lid. The taillights are almost horizontal to the ground.
They have they have these scalene triangles on them.
It doesn't go with anything, and the car looks surprised yet like very angry at you. It's like
there's so many conflicting emotions when you look at the Nissan Kicks.
You think rugged when you see the plastic cladding, but you think Econobox when you look at the whole car, but you think angry when you look at the taillights, but like the license plate placement and everything else just looks disgusting.
Can we just take a second to talk about the name?
Okay.
Who named the car the Kicks?
No. Nissan knew that people would sell them like right after they bought them because they're so ugly. So they designed it to be kicked.
Okay, so what's the next car?
Next on our list is the Dodge Ram ProMaster. Not the ProMaster City, which some people think is ugly. We're talking about the full-size ProMaster van.
I think the biggest abomination on this car is the front end. What are they? Okay,
what? There's some history behind it. Okay, this van was used in Europe for many years before it was trucked over.
Isn't it a Fiat?
It was a Fiat. I think someone else sold it too. I don't really know, but I know that in Europe, like, size is a huge issue and everything is smaller. So this van was designed to hold as much stuff as possible and have as little room outside as possible. So I can understand why the front end is so, I can understand the proportions, why the front end is so small compared to the rest of the car. But the styling on the front end,
it's the way the lights are placed.
The bumper is humongous, and it sticks out of the car like a good 8-10 inches. The headlights on that car are absolutely the most ill-designed, confusing, worthless. They start at the windshield, if I remember correctly, and they wrap around to the edges, which is a lot of cars do that. But they stop,
they just stop.
There's like a line, and then they just stop, and it makes the whole car look super duper tall. If you watch the Sketch Monkeys videos, you can leave a link to him below. Yep. He redesigns cars that have been traditionally classified as ugly.
I love watching his videos.
And he mentions things. I've learned a lot. If you want to make a car look wider, you add a bunch of parallel horizontal lines, right, to break up the top and the bottom and make it look visually wider. But with the ProMaster, they have this humongous chunk missing out of the front. Like the front, I feel like even if they didn't continue the front lights, they could have made a light bar. They could have done something.
It's like a block, but then it's round at the front. It's like eggy at the front. You know what
it kind of reminds me of? The front of the body reminds me of the Nissan S Cargo.
The next car on our list is the 2019 Hyundai Palisade. Now this like sister car is the Kia Telluride. But the Kia Telluride is actually not a bad looking car.
Well, I don't enjoy the way it looks, but at least I can understand what the designers were going for, okay? Like the whole rugged off-roader thing, Ford Raptor vibes I'm getting from it, it totally works in my opinion. It doesn't look good, but it works as an idea, okay? The Hyundai Palisade looks like they were like in Photoshop, and they took a Kia Palisade and they took a Hyundai Santa Fe, and they just like snipped off all of the grills and lights off the Santa Fe and stretched them to fit on the Telluride.
Yeah,
and it's really bad. Dude, I'm sorry.
What's up with the LED daytime running lights? The front end.
The front end is weird.
I know.
The back end is weird.
The daytime running lights on that car, they literally look like they're like little like lines that are curved. It just looks like like usually cars look like they have a face, at the front.
It looks like it got punched in the nose.
Yeah, it looks like someone uppercut it like that. Most manufacturers do a really good job with the DRLs. Hyundai, and even on some of Hyundai's cars, they don't do a bad job. But the Palisade, I don't know what they were thinking to have them curve down like that. And then, you know, I don't think that, you know, he doesn't like the back of the Palisade.
You have a problem with the front. I have a problem with the back.
Yeah. So what problem do you have with the back of the Palisade?
It's so hard to pinpoint the one problem with the Hyundai Palisade, and that's because nothing looks good on that car. The back is. Can you just throw a picture up? Because
yeah,
I can't even describe.
It's like a cluster of like 4 different designs.
It's by itself, it's ugly without a purpose. Like the Aztec, I can see, like the Pontiac Aztec, known to be one of the most ugly things around. There's a purpose of it. It's supposed to be rugged and dependable, very utilitarian. The Hyundai Palisade is just ugly with no cause. I mean, and especially in comparison to the Kia Telluride, which looks like something is going on, it's frankly unacceptable that anyone would buy a Hyundai Palisade. We are unproud to announce the #1 ugliest car.
And that is the 2019 Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross. What even is... It's like a modern rendition of the Aztec. I saw one yesterday on the freeway. Well, he was there too, and it was so ugly.
He had to slow down so we didn't look at it anymore. I mean, the Mirage is not a beautiful car, but I would 1000% rather have a Mirage than an Eclipse Cross. What about you?
Definitely. It's just, the proportions are so off. I hate how they have that dual glass thingy. For a car that has so much of its like shape over the back, it looks so like front heavy. I don't understand how they did that. And the back slanted thing with having a humongous bar across your rear window, I bet that's just fantastic for visibility, you know? No, remember we sat in one. You can't see anything out the back. Can we just talk about the name for a second? Why did they put Eclipse, one of the most legendary cars of all time, in the name of this?
That's like calling the new Toyota CHR the Supra Cross or the Supra X.
Imagine the outrage.
People are getting angry that the Supra has a BMW engine. Imagine if it was a crossover SUV
that looked like an Aztec.
That went slower than a Prius.
That looked like an Aztec.
Exactly. Those stupid, what are those, like 15-inch wheels on the base model?
I know. It's Mitsubishi is just completely going down the tube. Just look at the cars they make. After the Evo died, you know, what do they have?
They have a little tiny Econobox.
They have the Mirage.
They have a crossover SUV, another crossover SUV, and another crossover SUV. And then the new crossover SUV.
Which is just an absolute...
Which in a market that everyone is buying crossover SUVs, they are doing remarkably awful.
Yeah, totally. I mean, who would buy a Mitsubishi when you can buy, you know, like a Honda Passport or something like that? A pretty handsome, decently handsome looking car.
Or even a Nissan Rogue.
Yeah, and I would have any other car. I would even take a Prius over a Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross. Well, guys, that is our short list for the ugliest cars you can buy today, ugliest new cars you can buy today in 2019. Let us know in the comment section down below if you guys agree or disagree with us. Of course, we didn't cover all of the ugly cars on sale today, so if you have any other picks, definitely let us know in the comment section down below. We'd love to hear what you guys think are the most hideous cars on sale today. Also, if you live in a country other than the United States, we'd love to hear what cars in your market are the ugliest, so we can go ahead and look at them and burn our eyes. Anyway, be sure to smash that subscribe button and follow me on Instagram at CarVisionLA for news updates, exclusive content, and giveaway notifications. Be sure to check out Theo at Massive Parking Fail and at I'll Draw Your Sob. I'll link his information in the description down below. I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace out.